This is one of my favorite crafts. You need to start out with a hardcover book as you see here. I have several because I'm addicted. You do not want to do softcover. That's my book, by the way. So you want to start by taking the binding, the dust jacket off. And I like to use books that are ruined. Like you can see the water damage here. It's hard to save a ruined book. I don't want to ruin a book, a nice new book, but any ruined books I will gladly use. Then I need some tissue paper. You're going to need a paintbrush and then some Mod Podge. I like this kind. A glue gun. So what you want to do is just put the Mod Podge on the book and then make sure you get a nice thick coat. And then you come across with the tissue paper. The messier the better. You do not have to do it all in one nice neat piece like this, but I like to just do it because it's fast and easy. And I just tear it off. Don't even worry about these edges and these holes, and if you don't like it, you can patch it and put a little spot in there. Now you just want to go back over with a layer of Mod Podge and make sure everything's kind of flat and down. As you can see here, I have this pieces hanging off the edge. You want to make sure to get the binding. I just kind of fold it over there. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just rip this piece off. I could put it on over here. It doesn't matter. The messier, the better. I'm going to go over a little bit more. Yep. And then voila. Here's another book. I'm going to do again the same process. Mod Podge down, cover everywhere. And then you get the tissue paper and you kind of put it on there. It doesn't matter how perfect it's got to be. The messier, the better. I like to patch these holes just because I'm a perfectionist, a messy perfectionist. And then one more layer of Mod Podge. You can see I missed a little spot right here, and that's perfectly fine. Just leave it. Peel off all these corners, a little bit more Mod Podge on the top. You can never have too much. Just takes longer to dry. So I get these down, kind of flatten them around the edges. Peeling back whatever is left over. Boy, this makes a mess. Just peel all these edges off. And if you have jagged edges, just kind of fold them backwards, inwards, however you want. Again, there's no messing this up. It's a spell book. Cool Halloween decoration. Check out my cool thumb. What a mess. And we're going to do yet another book. Don't forget to do the pages so that way the book does not open. They glue shut. Sometimes I like to leave them open, but most of the time I like them glued shut the best because it is just for decoration. I have thought about doing, notebook pages inside or stained tea. Here's a bunch of stuff I've got from the Dollar Tree. These are teeth, actually, I've got to use for. Some rings, some eyeballs. Those are soft bones opposed to the hard bones. I actually like the soft bones better because you can manipulate them. Some stickers, those work pretty good. Little skulls. Yep, more spiders. A full body skeleton. I love it. Little cats. Look at the skeletons. They're great. So you're going to start by cutting and dismantling all the pieces that you'll need. I'm not going to use this for this project, but I'll show it to you anyway. I will use these guys, ripping them off. I use scissors to cut these ribs that I do not end up using for this video anyway, but destruction is key before you start. They look pretty cool though. Look at this vertebrae. We're popping off some legs, which I do actually end up using. They're so cute. I've got to find more ways to use these. If you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments and let me know. Look at this guy. Alright, now the bones, you get to see how soft and spongy they are. Look at it, they just kind of snap right in half. Alright, to cut this in half, I stab it, make a hole, and then cut around. Be careful, it can be dangerous. I'm not responsible if you hurt yourself. Alright, now that my stuff is dry, you've got to decide which book to work on first and what you want it to say, where you want the pieces to go. You just kind of line them up and then you glue them down. This is the fun part, mixing and matching and where everything goes. Crossbones, rib cage, skull, what would I use? Where will it go? Just moving all these pieces around. Alright, so now I have these spider rings. I gotta cut off the ring part so they're usable. Be careful with these scissors. Alright, and then I set them up how I want them to go. You see that little puppy in the background? It's a dachshund named Duke. Alright, here's some more spider rings I'm cutting around. Alright, I gotta break this in half to make the perfect crossbones. Because on the other book, when I cannot break it in half, it does not come out as easily. You see, I used the glue gun to write Witch's Brew. I'm putting the spiders on the edge here. Let's glue this down so it doesn't fall. And you want to press and hold it for it to dry a second before you let go. Look at the string. Cheaper glue makes such a mess. And I like to put these little lines in here on like ancient tomes. They're so cool. And when we dry brush at the end, they come out awesome. So again, the messier the better. We'll set this aside and work on the next one. Alright, I gotta glue these down. Put it right here. Alright, now for the skull. I like to use a lot of glue for this. It's not the flattest. And then I like to go around the edge with the glue just to make sure it stays on there. Don't mind my messy hair. Alright, time for skull number 2. I'm so obsessed with making these books, and I hope you love making them as much as me. There's so many ways and options to do, and I've made so many already. More spiders. These look really cool when the colors are on. So now I'm going to handwrite with the glue gun some words on the side of the book. You can use stick-on letters. I have used those in the past, but I kind of like the primitive and messy look of the handwritten ones. Alright, some more bones to glue down. I got this little bat I can put on at the spine. He's so cute. Time to make more writing. What will I write this time? Hexes. Alright, and to make a fun design on the back of the book, I'm going to hand draw with the glue gun a spider web. This can be tedious. I've done it before. It looked great. This one did not turn out so well, but they're still fun. Now to paint, I use basic black or flat black spray paint. I use either one. Here's one I finished with the sticker letters and a large bat. And look, there's my book again. Here they are, all painted black. And now it's time to dry brush. Here's the gold paint. You can use white or silver as well, or even copper. I love the golds. The key is to have a dry brush and just put a very little amount on and then wipe it off and then just lightly brush it across, and it really makes everything pop. I'm so obsessed with this popping color. Look at those letters just pop. Witch's Brew. Look at them just go. I can't wait to finish. And if you put too much on, just wipe it off. You don't have to use your hands like me. You can use a napkin. And then here's those edges I was telling you about. Look how good it looks with the extra. I like to do the pages as well, so